Makes me happy with a smile from cheek to cheek and feeling fancy. That's where I'm gonna be, 'cause now I'm shining, I'm hiding. I got a good thing on me, no I can't hide it. And there's nothing up my sleeve. Oh, I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. Anything can happen, anything can happen, anything can happen, yeah, anything, yeah, anything, yeah, anything can happen, anything.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday beauty event. We're super excited you're on here tonight, and we cannot be more excited than to have you on here with us tonight, and Lance, of course. Before we get started, we do have a Spanish interpretation, and what would we do without Yemi? So if you don't know Yemi, let me tell you, you need to get to know Yemi. Okay, so Yemi, I'm going to give this up to you, and you can
Hello.
go.
¿Ya? Bienvenidas sean todas ustedes este miércoles. Vamos a aprender muchísimo esta noche sobre el cuidado con el sol, ¿verdad? Así es que si quieres escuchar esta clase en español, busca en tu pantalla un cuadradito que dice Spanish y ahí voy a estar yo para dar la clase en español. Gracias. Thank you.
All right, Yemi, thank you. Oh my gosh, it's so great to have a Spanish interpreter. Isn't that amazing? Well, we have such an amazing event for you tonight. So first off, I want to thank all the consultants for being on here, because this is great education for you guys. I mean, Lance is on here. I mean, Lance is probably at home, and so I post, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm helping the Mary Kay world tonight. So we're going to introduce Lance professionally in just a minute, but oh my gosh, what amazing opportunity for you here from the Mary Kay chemist, the main man. But before we get started, if you are a guest here tonight, please make sure you put your name in the chat section and who invited you, because we are giving away a lot of stuff tonight. We have Kate Spade and we have liners to give away. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. You do not want to miss this. So please make sure that you put your name in that chat section and let us know who invited you so we can give her credit. Well, thank you for being on here tonight. My name is Janice Trude, and I am a global national sales director for Mary Kay. I've been with this company for over 42 years. I always say that slowly, like, wait, how long have you been? Yeah, most of my life has been spent in Mary Kay. I started using Mary Kay Cosmetics when I was 13 and joined the company when I was 22, and now I'm 60-something. We'll leave it at that. But I will tell you, skincare is super important. We're going to hear from Lance tonight. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you all for being on here tonight. Thank you, Greta. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm getting older by the second, let me tell you. But Mary Kay is really good. So, and it's great to have Lance and our staff on here. And isn't it great that he can be on here tonight? And I just want to know, you guys, how did it call their corporate staff and say, could we have your head chemist come on? Could we have your main man come on tonight and talk about this product tonight? So we're going to talk about sunscreen, skin cancer, sun damage. Oh, it's so positive. But yes, I want to thank you all for being on here tonight. So thank you for being on here tonight. All right, before we get started, before Lance comes on, I want to share with you about a product that just launched this last week. And Lance, like, I love doing mascara. So let's talk about mascara first, okay? You're like, and every guest who's on here, like, oh my gosh, there's a million mascaras out there. And you know what? I totally get that. There are literally a million mascaras out there. So what sets this apart, okay? So I want you to be able to understand what sets this apart. I did talk to our product marketing department and said, what is so great about this? But before I do that, I want to share a couple screen shares so that you can see Kelly here. I love this one here. It's one of my very favorite ones. And so you can see, and I'm going to share a little bit about the ingredients that are in this mascara. But can you see her put this on? It is amazing. Now, there's certain ingredients in mascaras that really make a difference. And actually, if Lance wants to talk about this when he gets on, he can. But he's like, I'll stick with sunscreen probably. I don't know. But here you see Kelly putting this on. Is this amazing the way she does this? But there's certain ingredients in here. And I actually asked our product marketing about this. So this mascara just is launching this week, or actually last week. And the new sunscreens are out this week. So I wanted you guys to be able to see this. Like, she's going over and over and over again. I think we might have some pictures of her there. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And there we have another one there. There we go. I think those are all the pictures that we have of her on there. So I wanted to share that with you tonight. Also, to that beautiful mascara that's on there. So how many of you really want a great mascara? I mean, there's lots of mascaras out there, and I totally get that. So what is the difference? So I'm going to tell you really quickly because I want you to know this, okay? Oh, and by the way, make sure, like, then you put your name in that chat section. We're giving away 5 Kate Spade items tonight and 15 waterproof liners tonight to go with your beautiful mascara that you're going to purchase from your Mary Kay Beauty Consultants tonight. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. But let's talk about what sets us apart. This is what our marketing department says. I said, what is it so great about this? And this is what they said: Great Heights Mascara. This is from our product marketing. What is your favorite part of this mascara? And this is what our marketing department said. My favorite part of the mascara is the Great Heights, is what it's called, mascara, is the new formula. It is a lightweight, long-wearing formula that helps lashes reach their visible maximum length. And I said, okay, great. Why do you think it will be so great out there? Because I think it's important that we just kind of rip this apart and make sure that we know what we want, okay? It will be great because it is our best lengthening mascara yet. I said, okay, great. What are the key points about this mascara? Why is it so great? And then she said, Mary Kay's Great Heights Mascara includes panathol. And maybe, Lance, you can jump in here at some point here. Panathol, which is a natural emollient and humectant for conditioning benefits. You can enjoy up to 12 hours of wear without smudging or flaking. Get even coverage with the easy-to-use precision brush that coats even the tiniest lashes as it separates and lengthens with no clumps. How many of you had clump problems, you know? All the way up those clump things? Okay. This is the same brush as our previous Lash Love Lengthening Mascara, which is the mascara which is replacing it, okay? So, are we good with that? I don't know, Lance, do you have anything you want to say about this mascara, or do you want to stay out of this mascara thing before I bring you up with the sunscreen? I don't know if you
Hello. Yes. No. What I will say is, panthenol is part of a B complex, right? So it's part of our vitamins that humectant, attracts moisture, and retains, right? So we keep it soft. We keep the hair pliable. We keep it healthy. And then with our unique formula, our results it exceeded our expectations. We have our claims go all the way from 1 coat all the way up to 3 coats, and the different levels of extensions that you get. So we are already seeing the excitement, thanks to you and all your team, and our customers are already sort of asking for it. So we are, Great Heights. We have great expectations for it.
Thank you, Lance. That's great. Now, he's going to come on and give us some sunscreen facts, but I just wanted to share a few things with you before Lance. Actually, I introduce him officially and he comes on here. But I just want to say it's really important that you guys, I know there's a lot of mascaras out there, but this mascara is amazing. So make sure that you get one from your Mary Kay Beauty Consultant that just launched. So if you are looking for a really great mascara that has certain ingredients in it, this is what this is. And, I appreciate our company, right? Just for giving us the facts on things, because I think that's so important. We need to know this panthenol in it, what it does, all those things. Okay. So thank you for that. Okay. So let's talk about why we came on here tonight, also to sunscreen. All right. So we're going to talk to Lance tonight about sunscreen. We have some great sunscreen products, but let me just do some Google research here. Okay. And I sent this to Lance earlier and he'll help me with this too. Sunscreen can help reduce the risk of skin cancer. Y'all need to understand that sun is the #1 damage for skin today.
Yep.
And it can help reduce the risk of skin cancer, especially when used regularly and consistently. How many of you know regularly and consistently, when you're on a diet, when you're at the gym, when you're all over those places, it's the same scenario, okay?
Yep.
Facts about sunscreen and skin cancer. Sunscreen protects the UV rays. It protects against ultraviolet UV radiation from the sun, which can cause skin cancer. And sunscreen with SPF 30 or higher is recommended. The higher the SPF, the more protection it is. Broad spectrum sunscreen is recommended. And Lance is going to go through all this with us tonight and talk about all the different things. But skin cancer is really big today, and we want to make sure that you get some education. Why are there more age spots and brown spots and skin cancer on this side of the body? Is because we drive.
Yep.
Now, there has been linked some recent studies to women who wear sunglasses, because we do, but we're driving. Do you see how much my face is exposed to the sun? So there's a lot of people today saying wear wraparound glasses that go to here. You'll see a lot more companies come out with wraparound glasses because they do cover this area here. And if you look at a lot of women today, they have age spots and brown spots and skin cancer here. So let's formally introduce Lance, and he'll come on and explain some of the products tonight. So he is the manager of product science. He is our science guy for Mary Kay. And guess, I just want you to know, this is a big deal in consultants. This is a big deal for him to sit at home like, okay, I'm just going to jump on a virtual event with 322 women on here tonight. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
You said 320. I know with you, it's always in the hundreds, always.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Lance is the manager of product marketing, American customer experience, and serves as a product science liaison, bridging the gap between the company's cutting edge science and our valued sales force. With a master's degree in allied health, Lance has led departments across technical information, medical science affairs, and product success. He will also inspire you with a simple message: always wear sunscreen. A small act contributes to a lifetime of healthy, radiant skin. And we prepared a lot of things. So Lance, do you want to just come on and say a few words before we give you all of our questions for tonight?
Yeah, I'd be glad to. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. And Janice, thank you so much for the opportunity. It is my pleasure as part of the Mary Kay staff to be involved, to be invited, at our national level. So to you and your unit members and your directors and all your consultants, you guys are growing your business, loving the Mary Kay products. So I know we like to do these education events, but I just want to say again, thank you. It is my pleasure. And yes, this is one of my most favorite topics in terms of sun safety education.
All right. Well, let's before we get to the women, let's talk about this, okay? Because I think that men are more concerned today. I don't know what the statistics are, Lance, about men and sunscreen, but can you talk about the men's product?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mary Kay Men, it's the advanced facial hydrator, SPF 30. Let's back up a little bit. So yes, men around the world are carrying this, especially this past decade, more and more at a younger age about wanting to have healthy, good-looking skin, right? Now, Latin America, United States, we're a little bit slower. We're getting on board as men, a little machismo. But I can tell you, globally, Asian men, European men, it's like brushing your teeth in the morning. You're getting up, you're moisturizing, an eye cream, you're doing facial masks, and including the sunscreen as well. So yes, we have a great Mary Kay product for men. It is actually backed, like all of our Mary Kay sunscreens, with the Skin Cancer Foundation seal of recommendation. It provides not only the sun protection, UVA, UVB, but also it has a 10 or 12 hour moisturization claim as well. So yes, us males, we like to take care of our skin too.
All right. And I guess they can use the other products too, right, Lance? I mean, this is just not for them, but this is a really good one for men. And I think because of gray and black, I think it's the colors of the jar or the bottles, or the packaging.
Yeah, sometimes we get a little hung up, taking our pink bottles into the gym. But you know what, we're getting over it. But yes, so two things. One, it is position, and brand image is important. All right, Mary Kay Men, and it's branded. But most importantly is the formula is unique, and it's been tested on males, right? Because male skin is a little bit differently. So the claims that we make with this product, you can be confident that it has been tested and it's promoted, and your men can use it with confidence.
Lance, will you do me a favor? And I'm just going to throw you a curve. So if you don't want to answer, that's fine. But what is the difference between men's facial skin and women's facial skin? Because you just said that, and I'm curious myself.
Yeah. So there's a lot of what we call biochemistry differences too. We don't really have to talk too much about it, but really the composition of the oil, the sebum, right? The pH level, the acidity or alkaline of our skin as well. Men's skin has a tendency to be a little bit thicker. We do actually get it natural exfoliation by shaving with a blade every day as well. Right. So the moisture, the penetration of the ingredients and things are a little bit differently. So all in all, we all have skin and all acts kind of the same, but there are some distinguishing differences between male and females. As at Mary Kay, that little bit of difference is enough to create our products, specifically for those type of customers.
Okay, perfect. So here's the first question, and I sent you these ahead of time, so you're prepared. Okay. Can you share your thoughts about sun damage and what it does to your skin?
Yes. it wreaks havoc on our skin, right? For two different reasons. One of them is for the overall health of our skin, right? So what the sun damage does, really, in a nutshell, quite simply, is it ages the skin faster. And by aging, we means that our elastin or collagen, our rubber bands underneath our skin that sort of help hold our skin up, create firmness, those get weak over time, and we get a little sagginess, right? Hyperpigmentation, dark spots. No matter what skin color, skin type you have, right? Our skin will become uneven. We'll be getting some dark spots, and it sort of slows down the process of natural healing. It creates sort of an unhealthy skin environment as well, right? So that's the part about that we all care about our skin health and how we look. But in addition, consistent exposure to the skin over our lifetime will increase our risk of skin cancer. And skin cancer is real and it's serious. Okay. 2 or 3 major sunburns. I'm talking about, look, I did it back in the day. You go out and you just get completely sunburned. 2 or 3 of those increases your risk of melanoma. This is the deadliest metastatic skin cancer by about 30%. So you don't want to go, those days are over where you go out and you get fried, right? But more importantly, what impacts most of us is the accumulation of the daily incidental exposure, gardening for a few hours, driving to and from work like Janice was saying, just the daily use. So that is why Janice has been teaching all this time, and all of you know, Mary Kay feels that a sun protection product built in, either separately or into a moisturizer, is part of a healthy skincare regimen.
Well, Lance, I will tell you, growing up in the 60s and 70s, it was putting baby oil on your face and your body and laying out on the beach. And if
Sure, well, we didn't, right?
How many of you did that? Okay, I don't know where you're all from, but we put on baby oil and we put on that stuff. Yeah, baby oil. I did. Look at that. Danette did it too. Yeah, we all did this, and we laid out there, and we just thought, and then our skin burned, and then we peeled it off, and we thought, hey, we're cool. But
right.
That's probably not so great for us. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's a lot of talk about SPF, the degrees, like 30 yes, 50 yes, 60, 100. I mean, it's like all over there. Can you educate us on SPF?
Yes, absolutely. So quite simply, SPF is an acronym for sun protection factor. This is how the United States and most of the other countries around the world measure the level of sun protection that is in a product. So you'll have a number beside it, right? I remember when I started at Mary Kay, we had a hand cream in an SPF 4. Because at the time it was acceptable, we needed a little bit, right? So, we have a 4. 10 years ago, for incidental exposure, 15 was okay. For a high protection, a 30 was okay. Those times are over based on science and the medical. The gold standard now really is for daily use, it's an SPF 30. And for beach products or long, extended fun in the sun, an SPF 50 is a minimum that we need to maintain our skin health. So skin is measured 2 ways. So it's a standardized way for all of us to measure. All brands have to go under the same Food and Drug Administration testing. Sunscreens are over-the-counter drugs in the United States, so they're under heavy scrutiny, right? Independent testing. So when we talk about UVA or UVB, that means the sun rays that actually make it down to the earth, right? And in quite simple terms for education, UVA is the aging, and UVB is the burn rays. Okay, so the combination of those coming down in at different wavelengths is really what creates havoc on our skin. So as Janice has probably shared with you and you've learned, all Mary Kay sun care products are what we call broad spectrum. That is a legal term that we had to test and qualify for that says we cover both UVA and UV at a high enough level, right, to provide the protection that we want in our number that we have. Anything, one last thing, Janice. So an SPF 15 will it protects you 2 ways, right? The percentage of protection, SPF 15 is about a 93% protection from the sun and a shorter time in the sun. We go up to SPF 30 and it's about 95, 96% protection of the sun rays, right? And a longer time. SPF 50 is about the highest that you really need. And that protects about 98% of all the sun rays coming down, as well as long extended time in the sun. So that in a nutshell is really how things are tested, how they're claimed, and how we educate about those little details about sunscreen.
Lance,
So
sometimes I hear people say like anything over 30 is no good, anything over 50 is no good. What if, I mean, you hear so much stuff out there.
yeah, we do. Statistically, really, daily application of SPF 30 is really going to get you the long run things. In SPF 50, daily or on beach days is really the protection that you need. Anything beyond that, it's the difference is pretty minimal, on SPF 75. It's quite pretty minimal. And no one's really going to want to use that type of product because it's so thick and heavy, right? And so an SPF 50 is what the Skin Cancer Foundation and most sun experts around the world say that that's sort of where it needs to top out in terms of how to get the maximum protection at what level.
Thank you, Lance. And for our consultants, I just want to say this is great education for you and guests. This is the kind of training that we get when we come into Mary Kay, because we don't want you out there just like talking about stuff. We want you to be educated. And one of the things I love, Lance, more than anything is how much we educate our people. Now, I have to tell you, I lined these up today, like the sizes of these. And I mean, the size of these bottles, like this is like the size of a superstore, okay? Like I do not even know what to do with this. These are all seriously great. So I wanted you to talk about each one and then talk about mineral versus non-mineral. I don't know what order you want to go in, but these are the 3 products that Mary Kay has currently and some great new information. So I don't know which way you want to go, but I'm going to let you take charge of this.
Okay, let's start with the small one. That's I'm trying to look at, is that our mineral, our facial mineral SPF? Is that what that is? Okay. So when we step back, so when we offer our product portfolio to all of our customers, right, or our consultants to sell, we want to have enough products across the board that have sunscreens that can accommodate pretty much any of our customer needs, whether it's a low SPF and a moisturizer, whether it's a dedicated facial product, or whether it's an all-over product. So this product right here is our mineral SPF 30. This is positioned as a facial product. However, from a safety side, claim side, you can use it all the way down your body as well. But the reason we actually labeled it as facial, as an SPF 30, is because we did compatibility testing with other facial Mary Kay products, including foundation. Because we want to make sure that you can actually wear that under your foundation, right? And it won't sort of impact the wear of the foundation. So that's the reason why it's labeled as a facial. It is a mineral sunscreen. You know me, I like to keep things simple for me as well. So there's 2 ways the world educates about the types of sunscreen ingredients. All brands, in each country have to choose from the same sunscreen, right? So we sort of pick and choose and decide what's best for that formula. A physical sunscreen or mineral sunscreen actually sits on the surface of the skin a little bit more and reflects the sun. The other type of sunscreen is chemical, but I got to tell you, they're both chemical. Chemical sunscreens, they absorb a little bit, and when the sun rays come in, they take that energy and then release it as harmless energy. So you don't have to bother too much between a mineral, right, or a chemical or a physical. But what I like to say is some people do prefer one over the other, and so we have a choice for them. Or sometimes people prefer all over body product if they go because it's larger as well. So that's our mineral. Do you have any other?
Okay, so one is mineral, one is not. Somebody's asked in the chat section, what about children? Are these good for infants?
Okay, so let's talk about that. The answer is we, as a Mary Kay company, did not test on the pediatric range. We test on adults 18 and up. However, what I can share with you from a legal or regulatory and just really our own ethical position is that yes, these products can be used on teenagers and on children. Now I can tell you the Food and Drug Administration requires all brands, including Mary Kay. If you look at the fine print, it says do not use on children under the age of 6 months. That's standard for all sunscreens in the US because quite frankly, 1, their skin's a little immature to handle just sunscreen in general. And 2, we don't need to keep our, 8-month-old out in the sun anyway. So, we don't want to take it down. But for kids on the playground or at the beach, absolutely, they're appropriate.
Okay, so we've got some people are asking this all the time. Why is one of yours mineral and the other's not mineral?
Because People like choices. Actually, the non-mineral sunscreen is the one that outsells in the US, not just with Mary Kay, but just in general. People like it. It absorbs, it wears well. Some higher SPFs, not Mary Kay, of the mineral can leave sort of a white residue because it's either zinc or titanium dioxide, right? And it sits on the surface. Our product, we tested really specifically, so it absorbs, it doesn't leave a white residue. But really, it's just a preference, and sometimes they feel a little bit different as well. So by having both styles, right, we can accommodate most customers.
So let's say I'm a consultant. I'm like, okay, this is for their face, this is for their body. Is that what I'm hearing, Lance?
Yes. Yes,
Well,
that is correct. Now, our SPF 50, right, our brand new product, you can use that on your face as well, right? But really, it's a big product, right? It's a high SPF, and most people will sort of use it when they have some extended time out in the sun. This product is perfect. You can use the SPF 50 every single day if you want, either for a preference, maybe you have a reason to, a skin reason to, or your doctor recommends a higher SPF, then go ahead and use the SPF 50 on it's your personal choice. We just wanted to create a selection so that whatever you want, we just want you to choose something. We want you to wear a sunscreen one way or another. And that's
so
why
when you
we also incorporated it into our moisturizers and our age fighting as well.
so Lance, when you look at sunscreens out there in general, are they mineral and they're not mineral? What's mostly out there? What's mostly that people are looking for today?
Right. Mineral is gaining ground a little bit more right now, but overall, Janice, in terms of not just Mary Kay, but just the industry as a whole, it's really a balance in terms of mineral and non-mineral. They're both, remember, they're all FDA approved ingredients. One's not better than the other. Sometimes they stay on a little bit better, sometimes not. Our SPF 50 product actually has our water resistant claim for 80 minutes. It's the highest tested and approved claim we can get in terms of water resistance.
Okay,
So
they said that mineral
product,
is not waterproof.
technically it is, yes, but we're not making that claim on that product.
Okay, and this one?
Yes, right on
Okay.
the package. Yes,
Okay, but you shouldn't use this on your face. You should use this on your face.
that's correct. Yes.
Okay. So, and
It
this
is preferred because that's it's tested for the face, it's tested with other Mary Kay products, and it just aesthetically is probably going to feel a little bit better on your face.
okay, and this
Because
is
we
what you,
know, Janice, I'm sorry, we know that no matter how high a sunscreen product is or how it has to feel good, it has to be elegant, right? It has to not have a smell, because if customers don't like it, they're not going to use sunscreen, and that goes against everything that we want them to do.
okay, underneath your makeup.
Underneath your makeup.
And we have a primer that has a 15. Some people say, well, if I have 15 and 30, is that 45? Can you explain that one?
Yeah, that's a little more tricky, and the answer is no. So, from a chemistry side, you cannot, add sunscreen on and get additional, and that's just because this product, right? These ingredients are absorbed in the skin cells, right? And the skin cells act and create a certain way. So all we can do when we reapply is to maintain what we currently have. So for instance, if you put the SPF 50 on, you're out at the beach, especially when you towel dry, when you're going swimming, even if it's water resistant, put some additional product on throughout the day just to maintain that SPF level throughout the day.
Okay, so if you're not going to use makeup and you're out running around, you're maybe on the beach or outside, can you just use this by yourself and you'll be fine without the makeup?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is for your face.
Yep.
This is for your body, and I want you to see the difference, because you guys, this is serious. And then I saw this giant thing that came at me. It was like, what is this? This is like a whole universe here. Like, what the heck? And Lance, would you explain a little bit about after sun replenishing gel, because you don't see it much out there in the market?
We don't. It actually is quite a unique product, and thanks to all of you, it's coming back, right? So we had it out every year as a special limited edition product. Last year, we didn't have it out. I think we told you we had to reformulate, kind of tweak it up a little bit, and maybe rebrand the package. And you guys were all like, my customers. So of course we had to bring it back out. It's better than ever. So what this product does, this is not a sunscreen product, but it is part, right, of our skin health sun protection portfolio. Quite simply, what this product does is it helps to soothe, to calm, right, and regenerate the skin after it's been outside, either in the sun, wind damage, skiing, right? What this does, we can't claim anti-inflammatory. That's a drug claim. But really what that does is it calms and soothes the skin. And it's so big because people want to use it all over. Didn't have it last year. My wife's like, you work there, can't you get one? I said, no, all our friends are asking for it. So it is a very unique product in the market, and it complements, right, our skincare regimen or our SPF.
Okay, so you don't like to wait till you're sunburned. People say, when I get sunburned, then I'll buy it. So that's not really what it's for.
No, no, it's actually can be used daily and multiple times a day. There are really no rules to it. It's quite safe. It's high performing, and it just feels really good. The feel of it almost feels like it's a cooling sensation. So yeah, you can use it throughout. In fact, we want you to use it throughout the day if if needed or on the weekend, but especially if your skin's a little distressed from the sun or the wind, for sure.
Okay, so you would use this maybe after you lay out in the sun. Just all of your, is this all over your body? Your
Yes,
face
it is.
and your face and body.
You can use it on your face. Just avoid your eye area and things of this sort. But yes,
Okay, I'm looking at the bottles, like this is like seriously like the size of a country, okay? I mean, Lance, I'm like so like, what the heck happened to this thing? You know, it's so funny as the economy gets so expensive, people are like, how come the jars are getting smaller and the price keeps going? I'm like, I don't know, but these Mary Kay jars, they don't keep going down, they keep staying up there. So
not ours. And you will probably attest to this too, because once a customer tries it, they become loyal customers. They love it. It's that fantastic of a product, and it's hard to find in the marketplace. So we do have a niche product that meets that need.
okay, so after you're out in the sun, you've had sunscreen on and you're like kind of feeling warm. This just does what over your body?
Okay, what it does is it creates a cooling sensation at the cellular level, right? So it creates soothing, it calms down, right? Some of the physiology that goes on when our skin is distressed, and it helps it get to a state where it can naturally rejuvenate itself a little more quicker than if we didn't do anything. I mean, environmental exposure, sun exposure, wind, there's a lot of insults that are happening throughout the day to us. So, but the size of the bottle is because people just really want to use it all
The
over.
size of my face, it's huge. Oh my gosh, Lance, it's huge. All right, so will you do me a favor and talk a little bit about skincare, using skincare? Because sometimes people say, well, I'm going to use sun SPF, but I'm not going to use skincare. I mean, I've been using Mary Kay skincare since I was 13, and I'm 60 something now. So what is the situation with all that?
Yeah, yeah. So, I like your analogies at the beginning, right? And if you go to the gym, you just, what's our little fun saying? You can't forget leg day, right? Or if you want to eat healthy, you sort of just can't eat, fruits and veggies and nothing else. You got to get a well-rounded wellness program, and wellness for your skin is no different. Really, at this day and age, as much as we know with science and medical, right, is that the basic entry level is just really a proper cleansing, moisturization, exfoliation program. That's the minimum requirement that we actually need. Now, like all of us, right, we want to maximize our efforts. So, our various age-fighting skincare regimens that we have, all of our wonderful and high-performing targeted solutions with retinol and all the great key ingredients, the dermatology level products that we have. But we know now, what we know now, why wouldn't you want to do that, right? So, like Janice said, it's kind of like we're going to see some immediate skin changes if we don't use skincare or don't protect our sun. So sun protection is one layer on top of really, because what we do is we replenish the vitamins, the minerals. We get our skin back to a healthy state so it can rejuvenate itself and turn over skin cells and look a little more radiant and not dull, right? So we have from the very beginning, if you want to use a couple products, all the way through our sets, all the way up to our high-end repair and clinical solutions. So we're very excited. And I know all of our wonderful sales force right now has a portfolio that they can really serve up and start their customers on a healthy skincare program.
Thank you, Lance. This is also educational. You know, I grew up in this. I was born in the 60s, grew up in the 70s in junior high and high school. And that's what we did. I'm from California. So we laid on the beach, we put baby oil on it. And if it was, it was burning, it was okay. We just peeled it off. And that was it. So I think there's a lot of sun damage out there, but I think we're getting smarter and wiser with a lot of different things too. What other closing remarks do you have for us tonight?
Here's what I'd like to say. Yes, I can come on here, and Janice too, and we can talk about how great Mary Kay products are. Well, first of all, they are. right? And we get all these industry awards, but separately from us as consumers and for the selling situation, right? We have third-party groups. We don't pay for the Skin Cancer Foundation seal of recommendation. Okay, we have to earn that. That's at a higher level than the Food and Drug Administration for safety and performance. Majority of all of our skincare has the Good Housekeeping seal of recommendation. That is, for the US, one of the highest levels of consumer acceptance and understandings to build confidence in a product. We have some other things as well. So I just want to let you know that besides the beauty editors and all the great promotions we get, we do have credible third-party groups independently that are also saying what we're saying. That's, hey, I can say it, Mary Kay's awesome. We got some good stuff.
Okay, so I see some people are saying reef safe and all that kind of stuff too. I want you to know that you cannot get the Good Housekeeping seal. You cannot get a patent on products. You cannot get those types of things on your products unless they are proven to work and proven the claims that they make. Reef safe. I don't know what that exactly is. Maybe you do, Lance.
Yeah. So this is a term that you're probably hearing more. It's either like a coral reef safe or reef safe. What that really is, quite simply, is the state of Hawaii, right, feels that a couple sunscreen ingredients, right, that all brands use may be harmful to the health of the ocean. Right, and we're not going to debate whether it is or not. So we have our Food and Drug Administration that says these are the sunscreens you can use. They're approved and they're used everywhere. Hawaii wanted to be special and say, we're going to take it a step farther and we're going to ban 2 sunscreen ingredients. So of course we did. We wanted to comply, right? We took a few years to kind of formulate and get it right. All of our sunscreens are compliant and legal in the state of Hawaii, and you can sell them with confidence.
Thank you, Lance. And I think this is important, you guys. I hope you love this education, Lance. I know that you are a busy man at 8 o'clock at night when we started this tonight in Texas. But I just appreciate you because, I mean, this is education that we need, and I think it's really helpful. Now, I just want to, can you all give it up for Lance? Oh my gosh, look at Lance. You are like the most popular dog out there. So thank you for that. I so appreciate
You are so kind. It is. I have fun. You know, we have fun together, but I could tell this group as well, and they know that because, you know, they're on this thing. Product education, right? Saying the right things about our product, knowing it builds confidence with our customers, with your business. So continue doing what you're doing. Janet, you have great leadership. And so thank you so much to have me on.
Thank you, Lance. We're going to say goodbye to you, but thank you. You can stay on here if you would like to, but thank you, Lance, for that. Oh my gosh, you guys, wasn't that great? And I think education is so important in Mary Kay. That's one of the things I've absolutely always loved about Mary Kay is that we have, you know, that we have that opportunity to have that. So Lance was so great to share that with us. So we are a safe reef, and I'm glad we have all the patents and all those things on here tonight. Oh my gosh, was that awesome? So let's talk about some things that you can purchase tonight. Now, consultants, guess if you were on here, many of these products launch on the 15th of this month. Your consultant might be able to get it early. You need to connect with her. So before we end it for tonight and put all of our people in the chat section for all that, I want to share a couple of quick things. First off, tomorrow night. You're like, what? Tomorrow night? I'm on here tonight. Okay, tomorrow night we have a good, amazing friend of mine. I've known since she was 13 years old. We have Ambertown Dean speaking tomorrow night. So if you're on here tonight, you're like, you know, I love this Mary Kay people. I do too. And you want to hear more about the Mary Kay opportunity, we're going to give away 5 free opportunities to join Mary Kay tomorrow night with Amber. So please jump on with Amber tomorrow night. This is tomorrow night. In fact, if you're a guest on here tonight, text your consultant right now. I will be on, and she'll have a heart attack, which is great. Well, not really great, but you know, she'll be super excited. So she's in a contest. Just make her day. Jump on tomorrow night, and we will see that. Okay. So that's the first thing I want to share with you. The second thing I want to share with you is what we shared tonight. So I'm going to share a couple things tonight before we go off tonight and do our amazing gifts tonight so that you can have them. So this is the mascara. Remember, we shared a little bit about the mascara in the very beginning and the panthenol that is in there that makes it long wearing, and the lashes that make the panthenol makes those lashes grow. So there's some pictures on it. I just wanted to share that with you so that you can see that. Please make sure if you want one of these mascaras, it is out right now that she can purchase. These are the options for the sunscreen tonight, and I do want to check this out with all of you tonight. So please, if you're a guest on here tonight, please put in the chat section if you want something from your consultant or contact her. But the 50 SPF, which is a huge bottle, is 30. The Sun Blanishing Gel, which is a double quantity, is 20. You can also get what we call a Protect and Refresh bundle. The Protect and Refresh bundle is the 50 body and the Center Plunging Gel, and you can get an amazing beach towel with that. Ask your consultant about that, okay? And yes, this will be recorded and put up later. Then you have the Pure Protection, which is the 50 and the 50. And you have the beach towel. The Mary Kay Men's Hydrating Sunscreen is 26, and the Mineral Facial is 28. So if you want to take a picture of this, this is great. For those of you who are consultants, it's posted on all the directors' websites and the Facebook group so that you can get this from them, so that you can get that. But the most important thing is that you get sunscreen, okay? Get the wraparound glasses, start filling that all in. So it would be really great. Okay, so tonight, and by the way, next Wednesday, is an educational consultant only training. So consultants, listen up. Next Wednesday, we'll be on here with our product marketing department, and they're going to take every skincare set we have, Lance, and tell you who uses Repair, why did they use it, who uses 4-in-1 cleanser, why did they use it, who uses Clear Proof. It's going to be so educational, so don't miss out. And guys, I just want you to know, we pride ourselves in education. That's why we had Lance come on tonight. I mean, who could have your head chemist come on? He's like sitting around in Dallas, like, oh, I'm going to jump on a virtual event with a bunch of women tonight. Like, literally, that's insane. So we want to thank Lance again and again and again for tonight, because that was really important. But tonight, we're going to give away some things. So if you are on here tonight, let me tell you how this rolls. Consultants and guests, your director is responsible for sending me the email. We're about ready to give away 15 liquid eyeliners. The eyeliner pen, waterproof. I would kill somebody. I have 9 of them going right now because I always lose them. So I keep ordering them and opening them. I have literally 9 in my desk. Okay. And by the way, thank you, Yemi, for keeping up with me in Spanish. I have no idea how that even came out, Lance, in Spanish, but it's all good. So there's my email. So if you are a winner tonight, we're going to do 5, 5, and 5 of the liners. So if you see your name, make sure you get that. And we're going to do 5 Kate Spade drawings tonight too. So let's do our liners first. So who's ever on here tonight? I think Carla. Carla, are you my girl tonight? Are you helping me with this, girl? I think you are. You can come off your microphone if you are. I think Carla's on here tonight. So there we go. There's the first liners. So Dee, Elise, Faith, and Christy and Chris. Those are our liner winners. Okay, the first set is Renita, Jessica, Mary Mackenzie, Christy, and Elaine. Those are our first set. Okay, so do you all see that? Make sure you email me. We're going to get you a liner, and you want to get the mascara to go with the line. Okay, definitely want to do that. Okay, here's the second set. Lorraine, Lila, Michelle, Ruby, and Jerry. Do you all see that? Lauren, Lila, Michelle, Ruby, and Jerry, I think so. That's the second set of liner winners. And don't forget to get the mascara from your consultant. And then we have a third set tonight. We're giving away a lot of things tonight. We always love this. Who's the next group of people? I know that you love this. Giving away so much stuff tonight. And by the way, we always give away stuff. Okay, the third set that comes in green. Trixie, Sheila, Wendy, Yolanda, and Elizabeth. Okay, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Those will be posted, by the way, for you directors. They're in the Facebook group. Okay. Now, 5 Kate Spades. Who's getting our Kate Spade tonight? We love our Kate Spade. Our Kate Spade is amazing. So don't forget to get Kate Spade. We love Kate Spade. Look at all this congratulations. Thank you guys for saying that. And can you guys keep giving that for Lance? Lance, what would we do without you? Oh my God, we would just like, thank you, Lance, for that. All right, there we go. Kate Spade. All right, look at the Kate Spade winners. Perla, Carrie, Kimberly, Melanie, and Teddy. There you go, Kate Spade for you guys. I'm going to send that to you too. All right, we all thank Lance, and thank you all for being on here tonight. It was